Just got to push harder, guys. Push, push. Here we go. You can see how old, and it's nice though, you know. Look, all these columns, old columns. But you know, I've had a couple homeless people talking, other people just scoping me out. Dude, I'm sticking out like a sore friggin' thumb here, trust me. I got a body camera sticking out of my...
Hey, did Myrna's get shut down?
What's that?
Did Myrna's get shut down? I can't find the store.
You know, bro, I don't even live here. I don't know.
My bad.
No problem. You live in the town?
Yes, I do.
You like it? You mind you?
Well, yeah. You learn to love them.
Yeah. So you mind could I talk to you for a minute? Do you mind?
I do not mind.
Okay.
Look.
So
What is it?
there's an incident here that recently happened with an individual coming in here, and the police chief wanted him to give him ID. Are you familiar with this at all?
What did he look like?
He was an African American, happened 2 days ago. He wanted to do a public records request, and the police chief, have you heard that news story? It's on the news.
Yeah.
Okay, because the young man didn't want to show ID. He hadn't broken the law, and the police chief arrested him because the young man called him a fool. So he arrested him for calling him a fool.
Well, rule number one with the law authorities, you don't call them a fool. That'll get under their skin, and then they'll lock you up. Rule number one, am I on camera?
Yeah.
Rule number one with the police department, do not actually call cops out. Do not call them a fool, because they will lock you up actually for harassing them and actually accusing them of their smart and intelligent.
So that's happened before here. You mean specifically in this town or the whole state?
The whole state, actually.
I'm with you.
State troopers are not a joke, neither are the police. They try to serve and protect the streets when they get hated, and it's not their fault. They're fighting for a peaceful world, a peaceful planet.
So, I agree with you on all that. So let me ask you this: if you're doing something that isn't illegal, and you're just walking down the street, and the cops come up to you, and they just say, "Hey, show me your ID," and you haven't broken the law, do you think you should show them your ID?
What you should do when a cop asks you for your personal ID card, you should pull it out of your wallet, show it to the cop in respect.
In respect, huh? Okay.
They're just trying to keep the town safe.
Uh-huh.
If a cop asks you for your ID card, you should do that.
Right. You know, and a lot of people would agree with you, and then there's others that would say, well, that doesn't sound right. If why would I respect somebody who's violating my rights?
Well, depends on what they mean by that.
What I just explained in that situation. You're minding your own business, walking down the street at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're wearing your cape, your flag, and an officer rolls down and he says, "Hey, I don't like that flag. Show me your ID."
Well, there are some cops who just try to play it safe. Newcomers to the town are going to have to show ID cards. But once the police officer gets to know you better, they'll recognize you and they won't ask you that. I mean, unless...
I see. So most people here, they just give up their right and show ID to the cops when they ask for it here, huh?
Every newcomer has to do it.
A newcomer, you mean a new citizen that moves here?
Exactly.
I got you.
Once you stay here for a long time, they know you better.
I'm with you. Okay, so when you move here, you got to show the cops respect by showing them ID when they ask you, and after that, they know you and they won't bother you no more.
You know how the police know me? I was born in Helena, in the Helena hospital.
Okay, that's how they know you. So you have family history here. You're well-known local.
Yes.
They respect you and you respect them.
I respect them like family. They respect me like family.
Uh-huh. Well, that's good. Can I ask you a question? Like you're dressed pretty sharp today. You're celebrating something today?
Celebrating 7 nations of the Holy Land.
7 nations of the Holy Land, and the 7 nations of the Holy Land are what? Can you tell me? I don't know. Which are they?
Okay, I see. You're new to this. Okay.
Yeah.
7 nations of the Holy Land, Crusaders, Christians, basically the whole 9 yards of whatever's pure and whatever's not will fall.
Gotcha. And you're celebrating that today?
Yes.
I'm with you.
I'm celebrating every flag I have on my back is what I'm celebrating that Christians actually are in.
Okay.
As in what I mean by that is what state they stand in.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Instead of America falling apart, people need to come together like brother and sister and pick people up and actually raise their soul instead of lowering it.
Uh-huh. You know, and a lot of people would agree with that, and a lot of people might disagree, because, you know, you got people that disagree, and they say, well, what you're saying could sound hypocritical in a way, because you're saying one thing about people need to show respect, but and be violated, and after that you go on your merry way, but you want all the Christian nations to be, and we lift our brothers. When the cops do that, they're not really being your brother.
Yeah.
That's all people think, right? Can you understand that, though?
Yes, but one thing
Okay,
I am
good.
gonna tell
You can
I'm
understand.
no hypocrite.
Right, right. No, I didn't say you were.
All right, I was just trying to make it clear. I was not trying to be an ass.
Right, right. I'm just
Now,
saying some
here's
people would look at it that way,
Here's
though.
Here's the bone I got to pick with the world.
Uh-huh.
There is bloodshed going around. There are deceivers, liars, basically people doing sex, which that's against the Bible's code of conduct.
Sex.
That is not allowed in heaven. That is what basically evil folks would do. They would go against the Bible's code of conduct. They would do the opposite of the laws that God has set for this world, when basically everybody's running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Not everybody is. I'm just making an example. There's some people who are trying to guide folks back, and then there's some people trying to divide it, when that's not the right way to go.
Understood. So when you go to heaven, it's blasphemous to have sex when you're in heaven.
It's forbidden.
Forbidden to have sex in heaven. But what about the people that have sex before they go to heaven?
Then they better pray and ask God for forgiveness.
Because you don't want to have sex ever.
You know, it's actually forbidden in the Bible for a man to touch a woman.
To touch a woman? Is it forbidden for a woman to touch a man?
I don't know that part. All I know is it's forbidden for us to touch women.
I gotcha. You know, there's a lot of women teachers today that are touching like elementary school kids, and they're molesting them and things like that, and that's not right.
Well, if they don't repent from that and try to let go of the past and move to the future, it's not my fault where they go.
Right, right, right.
You can't call yourself a Christian, get out, steal, shoot folks, and murder, go back in church, oh, God, forgive me. That's what hypocrite is.
Yep, yep. So, well, listen, where are you headed? You asked me. I don't live here. What are you looking? Is it a supermarket or something?
No, I just walk around, monitor the streets.
Oh.
I give people advice.
Very good. Well, you feel free to monitor me. What's your name?
I serve in the holy military.
Oh, wonderful.
I do not serve anything on earth.
Right.
I serve my father from the Holy Land.
Uh-huh.
That's what the other Vietnam vets don't get.
No, the Vietnam vets don't get it, huh?
See, in heaven, MOS doesn't exist.
It don't?
Nope.
Oh.
Up there, MOS, whatever's on earth that is not towards the Bible's code of conduct, is different from up there in heaven. I've actually seen it. I even asked God, does MOS exist up here? He said no.
He said no? Well,
I mean, let's think about the code of conduct. If MOS existed in heaven, you need a basically military degree to go to heaven.
You need a military degree to go to heaven?
No, I'm saying if it did exist up there, that's what you would have to get.
Oh, if it did exist, you'd have to have a military degree to get into heaven. I get you.
To join the holy ranks.
Right, right.
But since it doesn't exist, you're free to join however you come and go as pleased. You just cannot commit treason.
I understand. You know, you said something very interesting, all the different flags you had, and I didn't see it. I just saw it, but you have numerous flags into one there, huh?
Yes.
Very good. Did you sew that yourself, or did you have somebody do it? It's very well. It's beautiful work.
I bought the flags on the network. The reason why they still look pretty because I take care of them.
You do take care of them. You take very good care of them. And that suit's wonderful. The white suit. How do you keep it so clean? A guy like me couldn't keep a suit that clean.
Well, because I keep it brushed every day. I basically keep it in a clean environment.
Right.
I do not basically roll in the mud with it like some other folks will.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, see, there are things that relate to the Bible, and there's things that's against the Bible's code.
Yep, right.
You can't call yourself a Christian when you basically have sex with a girl and then abandon her, leave her on the street. Now, that's not how that rolls. It's not, you do that with her, basically, God will bless you with the child, not you make it.
I agree with you. Now, let me ask you, I don't know if you're familiar, but there's a YouTube channel out there that this guy is, he tells people how to become wealthy.
You don't think I'm crazy, do I? You don't think I'm
no,
crazy, do you?
No, I would have left a long time ago. And what he does is he makes people multimillionaires by showing them how to invest in campground toilets that cater to the homosexual communities. That way the homosexuals can have privacy in their own bathrooms rather than be monitored by the park police. And he is making so much money from these residual income campground toilets for the homosexuals. He doesn't know what to do with it. And you know, he feels he's doing a good service because they're in privacy and they're safe to do whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, the homosexuals do different things, and it's just a money-making endeavor. It's money-making. So I didn't think it was a bad idea to cater to sell campground toilets in, you know, state parks, national parks, where you can just rent them out on an hourly basis to the homosexuals and they don't have to do anything in public, where a lot of people don't want to see fornication on the streets or defecation or masturbation, anything that's negative. You know, all the 3 M's, FMN, fornication, masturbation, and jelly rolls. We don't want to see that. So
you see, my whole point, what I was telling you,
yeah,
the reason why everybody's scared these days, the world's covered in darkness.
We're born spiritually dead.
Yes, that's why you have to work your way up the ladder to come alive.
That's why people reach out for drugs, porn. I got into porn not because I was spiritually dead. I just got tired of paying for it, so I just think of it now. Yeah, I got tired of spending money on hooches.
You just want to feel comfortable in where you are, but you just don't know how to get comfortable.
Well, that's it. A lot of people, you know, they turn to porn because they want to feel comfortable in their pants, and they don't realize that this isn't just all what it's about. You got to find true love.
You see, I used to be just like other people that were like that. I used to be gay, but I let go of that.
You used to be gay?
Yeah, I used to be that way. And then when I realized I was fucking up my own soul, basically I let go of it. I buried it behind me in the past when I was about 13.
13?
And then I let go of it and I said, never again.
Well, you only had one gay experience?
I had, until I reached 27, that's when I cut the rope with my so-called gay life.
Oh, your gay life. I gotcha. Well, you're very open about it. We all make mistakes. Were you the bottom or the top?
I was basically the bottom.
The bottom, huh? Okay. So
but
you like getting to here, no doubt.
Yes, you know, it wasn't just me being gay back then. I also drank alcohol at a child size. I hated myself for what I was being.
Oh, okay.
I drank the strongest alcohol ever known to man. Vodka combined with whiskey. I was suicidal in my child years.
Wow, I would have never thought that you would be suicidal.
Then,
you seem solid.
Now you see why I've changed.
Yes, I can see it 100%. Well, I'll be honest with you. I wanted to experience the gay lifestyle, and I did it only for two days, and I didn't like it. I didn't like people always chasing me around apartments, and I was breaking furniture, and then you know, I didn't like moving furniture. I didn't like going out shopping, so I gave it up. And you know, I just didn't like breaking. You know, I went to so many gay parties that I can't tell you how many lamps fell on the floor from me trying to run away from gays trying to grab me. I hated it.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah,
bro.
those days. Maybe you were one of the parties.
I remember those days. Oh my God.
Do ya?
Do not start with me on
Oh
that.
yeah. I remember some guy tried to f me, and I poked him in the eyes, and that was the end of that. I mean, he tried to make my anus the size of a Maserati, and I said, I'm done with that.
Yeah. Let's see how God got my attention.
How did he get it?
Well, when you shut God out and you play like you don't pay attention to him, well, guess what? He gets life a little bit in hardcore mode.
Hard. I'm getting hard hearing
basically, you understand that you're not the king of the roost.
Nope.
You're basically a human being that could easily f up.
Yep.
So when he brought a reality war zone to the reality world, I was like, I got to change because I am not going down like this.
See, but people don't see how you think, though. That's the problem with society. You got it up here. You changed your life. And most people, when they say you're a name, they don't have 5 names they say. You're a unique person.
And so even though they called me a fake vet, basically...
Oh, stolen valor? They accused you of No way! They accused you of being a fake vet?
You know
Shame
why
on them.
Did?
Why?
You know why they did?
Why?
They know it's true. Because basically, when they did that, they looked past my body. They saw a uniform with golden stripes.
Oh my.
That's the reason why they do all that.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Because when they look past your body and they look at your soul, that's when basically they realize, okay, this guy's a real vet. Let's try to break him down.
Yeah.
Not many veterans go down.
Oh, veterans. You said you were a vet. I thought you helped animals like dogs and cats. A veteran, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you meant a vet. Okay. Well, God bless you, man, for fighting for the country.
Where I come from, I was put in the Holy Crusader ranks.
You were?
Like, you ever
From
heard...
birth, yeah.
You ever heard anything not of the earth stands somewhere different until the last days, till we get knocked out of our corpses?
Yep.
Then whatever's fake becomes real in the future.
That's exactly right. Have you thought of writing maybe a book, or do you keep notes of daily diaries? Because people would pay to read your thoughts.
I thought about writing a book.
You should write a book.
Because, see, I have a book, actually, I took notes in. I basically wrote down every number I've ever ran across in my life in a green book.
You should do it. You know, I don't know. I'm just throwing out titles. A good title, because you're so honest, you could say, I'm not gay and I'm a real vet. People would read that book. I'm no longer gay and I'm a real vet.
You know why they don't believe it?
Why?
Because
why don't
they're not looking at the body. They're looking what's actually inside the body.
They're looking inside, but are a lot of these people looking down your pants? That's the question.
See, that's what they're not looking at.
They're not
looking at the soul. They're looking at what's past the blood.
Well, there's blood in your pants, man. That's a lot of people looking at pants, not the soul.
Right, but that's not the point I was really trying to make. See,
I gotcha.
The body is the vessel for the soul.
The vessel.
Soul that lies within the body.
I gotcha.
Think about it. If we didn't have a soul, you'd have black eyes. You'd be like a walking demon.
Well, there's a lot of walking demons.
No, a demon does not have an outer line around their eyelid.
Oh, so they can't walk.
Like how we have a green eyelid right here?
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
And the inner is black.
Oh, yeah. It's green and black. I see what you're saying. Wow.
If you don't have a soul, there's no outer line.
I'm with you.
Dark.
I don't mean to get too close. That was interesting.
I'm not trying to get to racist.
No, show me one more time. That was unbelievable. Let me get closer right there.
If you actually see, you can tell if you have a soul.
Yep.
Your outer pupil will have a colored line.
I see it.
If you have no soul, this outer line does not exist.
No, it does not, and it should not exist. It should not and does not.
See, I know how to tell if someone's got a soul or not. They'll have an outer colored line on their pupil. If they have no soul, that outer line is not there. And if they don't have that outer line, they're a walking devil in disguise.
That's very understandable and truthful. I have noticed myself when I see people, I don't know about what you just educated me on the eye. I've noticed a lot of women that have hairy nostrils. I think they're the devil.
No.
They're not?
That's just part of puberty.
Oh, okay. I thought they were just the devil.
Trust me, you'll know. A demon does not have an outer line.
A demon has no outer line?
I've seen them before, and I basically almost vomited my own intestines up what I saw. Demons are sick-minded creatures.
Oh, they're sick-minded. Did you ever hear about demons bleaching their anuses?
Did you also hear about... Yeah, I've heard of that. But
you have?
But you know,
Yep,
demon,
I've heard it's big. Bleaching anuses on demons, albino bleaching, it's a big thing. Studio City, New York City. Bleaching is out. I don't know, but you've heard of it.
You don't know about the demons I've saw.
Oh,
They
you
are
saw
very
some, huh?
cold-minded. The demons I've seen, they wanted to possess a soul, mutate their body where they had wings, and then they wanted them to dig 6 feet down in the earth.
No
And then
way.
Yeah. The
Holy.
demons I'm talking about, they're
Wow.
sick-minded. They'll damage
Sick.
your soul. They'll scar your soul.
They'll scar
until
it.
you bleed out.
They'll bleed out. They'll scar it. They'll steal your soul.
That's what they try to do.
Oh.
That's why they do that damage.
They damage.
You
They're
see,
damaged beyond repair, right? Are they?
See-
They're damaged beyond repair.
Let me give you an example of what our Father is. Our Father up there is a God of love.
God of love.
Satan, however, he wants your soul in your heart.
Wants your soul in-
Actually,
hallelujah.
God forbids Satan from getting your soul in your heart.
Yep.
That's why there's a warfare going on between good and evil.
It's the warfare is good and evil. This town, honestly, it looks like a bomb went off here.
If only you knew.
If only I knew, huh? A lot of history. I bet you got stories in your cap that could keep me motivated and captivated. This is why you should consider writing that book. Honest to God.
How many people do you think would read it?
Well, I'd read it. I'm
You
one.
would?
Yep. And I know I've got over 90,000 people that watch my videos. They would read it.
I tell you what,
Huh?
you help me write this book, I might just do it.
Okay, I will help you write this book. What do you want me to do? I could buy you the paper and the pencil.
All right.
Would that be a start?
And
Or
then
what do you think?
We could call it, I would call it the keys to basically seeing the afterlife.
The afterlife. Now, where are we going to meet? Because I'm traveling the country.
We could meet up, we could meet at my house.
Your
my
house?
dad's place.
At your dad's place?
I stay on
In Arkansas with your pops.
Helena.
Huh? Helena.
I get it backwards. Sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Well, let me look at my schedule because
Cool.
I'd like to. Do you have a person that my secretary could contact, or she'll just reach out to you directly?
You see, you'll know when the devil does damage.
Yep.
You'll lose your balance.
Oh,
See how
I
it
lose
kind
my
of like-
balance all the time because that's
see how
from
to
drinking.
Do you kind of see how I have to readjust?
Oh yeah, you're
balance here?
readjusting. Let me see those. Those are like, how high up do those socks go? Pretty high.
Yeah, but
They're-
basically, when the devil does damage and your soul gets weak,
He steals your socks?
No,
Nope.
he'll try to steal your soul.
Oh,
And
yes.
that's what makes the soul weak in the body.
That's why you sweat between your toes and get athlete's feet, because he's stealing the soul and comes out through your toes.
Because
Is that what you're telling me?
Basically, when the devil sends his men to do damage to your soul,
Yeah.
your body will get weak.
My body's weak all the time, but that could
You
be
see,
to heavy
What
masturbation.
people do not realize, I see thousands of angels surrounding all of Arkansas back to front that's ready to just have
It's
action.
coming. It's coming here. It's coming. It's coming.
Like I tell people, the holy warfare, it's already here.
The holy warfare is already here.
You know why we can't see it? We're still breathing.
We're still breathing. That's why we can't see it. You're taking the words out of my mouth. I mean, I've learned quite a bit from you today, but I mean, you're taking some of the things I've already known.
Because see, actually,
What's
to be
that?
part of that spiritual warfare,
Uh-huh.
your body's got to go to the ground first.
Man, I've taken a lot of people to the ground, especially hoes, because in my younger days, I was a pimp. I'm known as Little P.
I don't mean that way.
Oh, okay.
To be part of that angel warfare, your body has to die, go to the dirt.
Go to
And
the
that's
dirt.
when your soul gets released.
Well, you want a soul to be released, and we're all waiting to be released. Some people pent up and they never release. That's why they go to porn.
Yep.
That's it.
Because see, we're all basically scared angels trapped on earth looking for a home.
We're all scared angels looking for work and a home.
What they don't know, the devil walks the earth.
People don't know the devil walks the earth.
I do. I've seen him twice already.
You've seen the devil twice?
And then when I've got tired of him, I was not calm. I was not stable. I was ready to plow him over.
Now, was that when you were younger in your homosexual days or recent you saw the devil?
That was when I was younger.
I
but
gotcha.
I did not settle. I wanted to tear him apart.
Good for
so
you.
Here's what God actually did.
Hate
he
the
had
devil.
to divide me and Satan apart.
Hate the
I
devil.
was thrown to the south and the devil was thrown to the north.
But the devil made me do it. Remember Flips Wilson?
see,
the devil made me do
We
it.
cannot harm Satan. It's forbidden against the angelic code.
Yep.
So the reason why I was put in the south and he was put up north, it was going to turn into a fight that basically I was about to win, but see, he didn't want that. So he had to divide me and him both.
That was pretty smart. You got divided at the right time. And now you can feel emancipated, electrified, and you're a good asset to this community. I'm surprised the city doesn't really do a story about you and put your picture up in the city, because you're so informative and you're a good cause for this city. Have you thought of running for public office, like maybe a city councilman or the mayor or police chief or anything like that? Because your personality, with the smartness you've expounded and contrived, is just off the top of the charts. I would vote for you. I would move here and vote for you after I help you write your book.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
For me to do any of that,
Right?
I'd have to get noticed first.
Well, we can get noticed. You want to get noticed? You want to get noticed? You can come with me, and we'll go to the police station, and we'll ask the police chief very respectfully. I want to give him my ID. I'm going to walk up and say, "Police chief, I want to give you my ID first, and then I want to know." And tell him that it's disrespectful for anybody to call him a fool. Do you think that would be the right way to handle it? Give him my ID.
You better be lucky that cop got to him before I did. I'd rip that guy apart.
That guy that called the cop a fool?
See, the police know what I'll do. That's why they take care of it, so I don't get out of control.
Oh, gotcha. You don't want to go back. You ever been in prison?
You see these veins here?
Yeah.
These are bloodshot.
Bloodshot? You mean like your eyes or what? What do you mean, bloodshot?
See, part of when you die,
Yeah.
actually, you come back, but your veins have a 3D effect.
Oh, so you died and came back. This is what I'm hearing now.
They call me a fake vet. Part about being a real war veteran, they go to meet God, but they get sent back in a way nobody recognizes.
I'm with you. So you've gone, you've passed, and now you're recreated now.
The secret they don't understand, I was reincarnated.
You're reincarnated.
But I still have the memories of everything I've done.
But I can see you, which means you're not a ghost.
Exactly.
Right. You have died and you've come back, and I'm dealing with you. Correct?
See, the car wreck, all it did was knock me out of my body where I had a near-death experience, but it did not put my body out of commission.
No, and it certainly didn't affect your brain, because you're very coherent, articulate. Your IQ must be what, 170, 180? Because honest to God, I travel the country and talk to so many people. Trust me, I have never met an individual as articulate and smart as you, walking in such a nice white suit with different flags, and can expand on knowledge that most people have never heard of. And for that, I congratulate you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But let me say this.
Yes, sir.
Where I stand, their spirit just hasn't seen it yet.
Nope, haven't seen it.
You want to know why? Everybody's lost staring in the dark, but they're too afraid to turn around and walk in the light.
That's right. That's right. They're too afraid to turn around and walk in the light.
Because here's why. They're trapped in darkness.
They're trapped. They can't get out of that darkness.
The only way you can escape darkness is to put a hell of a fight up against the devil himself.
100%. Put that fight up against the devil.
See, I used to have gloves on these hands.
Yes.
Till I took the gloves off and let him have it.
Oh, you let him have it.
I didn't kill him, but
You didn't kill
hurt
him? Did you? What did you do? Like poke him in the eyes first, or grab his throat like a sucker
no.
punch?
What I did,
Right.
I cut my hand and I opened his jaws up. I made him drink my pure blood.
No shit.
So
That's like the mafia. They cut the pinkies and you touch them.
no, I'm
and then they
talking
touch
about
their-
the palm.
Oh, the palm. Oh, you're hardcore. The mafia. You could train the mafia. Hardcore. You cut your palm. Oh my God.
What I actually did, I gave the devil a reminder of me. And I told
You-
him, if my blood turns you pure, and if it doesn't, you're going to have flashbacks of me, boy.
You were smart to call the devil boy, and you were smart to tell the devil that
Because
he's going to have
basically-
flashbacks.
Because basically, guess what?
What?
The devil's more scared of Jesus and God combined.
Let me
Because-
tell you, the devil made me do it, but he's afraid.
You know why?
Flip
he
Wilson.
used to be actually an angel up there till he screwed his own place up.
That's
his pride became his downfall.
Well, I'll tell you, his ego, the devil's ego, because I heard he used to love to dress up in cardigan sweaters, and it got too hot, and that's why he went to hell. The devil made me do it.
Because you know what actually got Satan kicked out of heaven himself?
Satan got kicked out of a titty bar I was in.
No, actually, what got him kicked out, he tried to take God's throne.
I sit on the throne thinking about the devil. I say, take this, devil, and I drop a big deuce. Take this,
So-
devil.
He actually tried to take God's throne, but that wasn't real agreeable on God's terms.
Nope.
He ordered Michael, the archangel, to grab him by his wings and cut them off.
Yep,
And he was thrown to where he is now.
I'm with you.
That's why Satan walks the earth. He screwed his own spot up. That's why he's trying to corrupt folks.
I'm with you, man. Pleasure. It's been good.
I know a lot more things.
You know
that
a
these
lot
other
for this
Christians
town.
don't see. Because if they saw what I saw, it would drive them mad.
I
or
believe it.
nuts.
I believe it.
See, I don't judge nobody by how they look or what
You-
color
you-
they
you
are.
can't.
I look at what's inside.
You have to.
They're just scared angels.
Scared angels.
Trying to find a guardian, trying to find a leader.
Yep, you're right.
Ever heard that old saying?
That's smart.
Without no guardian, without no leader, it all falls to the shit.
That's right. People can't argue with what you're saying. People can't argue with what you're saying. It's facts.
You want to talk more? Basically, hello.
I'm just fine. How are you today?
I'm okay. God's gonna be with you. Okay, it's all right. You
He
stay here.
always
You're
has
safe.
been.
You stay here. You stay in this town. You'll be safe.